Alright, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Hey Creepy Kirk. Oh, I just kind of got up and all the things I did this morning to set up my audio and video and stuff kind of disappeared, so hopefully the audio sounds good. Let me know if I'm a little soft compared to everything. We can always add some gain. Let me know how I sound once we get going here. Alright, so we're going to be flying this, well, should have done this before we got going. Settings. Because, of course, nothing, for some reason, nothing saves on this computer. So you change a setting in OBS, you change a setting in Flight Simulator, you change a setting on Windows, and it all just goes away. Okay, this is a very quiet plane. You can't actually even hear the engine sound for a second. We're going to be flying around Amsterdam in the Light Design CT... Oh, well, didn't change it on there. Let me change that. In the Flight Design CTSL. That's what it is. Alright. So, I don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna figure it out. See if I can figure out where the... That's probably the parking brake. No, that's off the engine. Every time I do these flights. What is... Okay, I guess... That was easy enough. It'd be nice if the parking brake was up. There we go. Clear where it was. This is a super light. Let's see how this flies. I don't remember taking the screenshot in this. Is there room for 2 people in this? This is a very small plane, I guess. Rudder pedals are a little too sensitive for this plane, so you gotta have a profile for almost every plane, probably. Yeah, I set my camera up and had it all looking pretty nice, and then it decided to die and the settings reset. We got a pretty nice crowd over at the terminal. There are a ton of planes there. That looks awesome. Look at that. That's Alpha Group traffic. Let me know how my sound is. Let me know how my mic is. I feel like I'm a little low. There, how's that? I think that's a little bit better. If that's too much. If that's too much, let me know. I'm just working on my sound. And you want to get it right. You want it to sound good for you guys. Alright. Let me put the flight events over there.
Orange 115 QNH 29.902 and 258 at 20. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Alright, so right now we're over Hoofddorp.
Alpine 79er tree at runway 27 ready for departure IFR to Ben Gurion.
Alpine 79er tree hold short runway 27. Traffic is Boeing 737.
Where am I? Trying to figure out where I'm flying here in Amsterdam. Okay, Amsterdam's going to be kind of behind us. We're going to go fly up towards Haarlem first.
Hold short runway 27 Alpine 79er tree.
Actually, I think we could fly a good chunk of
for
We can
takeoff.
kind of do what we did last time. We could fly down. We'll fly towards the Hague and Rotterdam and then come back up towards Amsterdam.
Alpine
That's what we'll do.
79er, line up and wait.
We actually have this plane actually has a nice speed. We're already at like 220 knots, so this is a nice, fast
Line up and wait Alpine
little plane.
79er, tree.
A little bit faster than the VL3, I think. Even.
Lawrenceville 4 leaving my airspace frequency. Change approved.
Schiphol Tower LOW8NDSLOW 4 frequency change. Orange 115 contact Schiphol departure on 119.055. Good day. Squawk 4562 low and slow 4.
I want to see where my fuel is.
Cleared through the Charlie.
That was our
airspace,
issue last
low
flight.
and
I don't think
slow
we're going to
4.
fly as long today, to be honest. Because we started a little late. So hopefully we can get down, see what I want to see. I think we should be able to do a little loop, get to The Hague, Rotterdam, maybe back up to Utrecht. And look at those buildings. Look at those houses. That's awesome. What I wanted to do, I wanted to go and find some of those windmills. We should be able to find some at some point. So I said we're flying over Amsterdam. We're kind of flying. We're gonna do a little bit of a Netherlands tour, not the whole thing. I'd love to do a longer tour. I'm really enjoying actually doing these flights in the smaller planes. So obviously, when I only have about an hour or half an hour to do it, we're just gonna have to kind of choose our battles. Where we're gonna fly. That's Lise. Lise. Thanks for stopping in. If you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and that like button if you haven't already. That helps more people see the video. And say hi in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. And if you're flying, where you're flying. And if you're on Twitch, thanks for stopping by. I see we've got a few people in here on Twitch. Thank you very much. Hit that follow button. The follow is totally free. And if you want some custom emotes and support the channel and everything, do like Creepy Kirk did and subscribe. Gonna be adding more emotes. I added a new emote. I think I brought the crying baby one down from tier 2. I just brought it to tier 1. We're not going to have any tier 2 or tier 3 stuff right now. I need to develop some more emotes for that. But added like little dancing baby with sunglasses one. There it is. Creepy Kurt just put it up. Nice. Oh, something got my eye or something. Alright, let's see. Coming up on The Hague. Oh no. I was going to say we're coming up on The Hague, but we're coming up on Ugegs East. Buildings are pretty great. The satellite photography sometimes leaves a little bit to be desired in some of these areas, but it's kind of going to be a little bit different flight. That Luxembourg flight was really fun. You're kind of winding down the rivers. I really enjoyed that, but it's not going to be like that everywhere, obviously. Let's say these are, yeah, those are solar panels. They should be solar panels. They kind of are showing up as buildings? Maybe they're greenhouses. I do know that that power line pack that I talked about when we were flying Luxembourg, that adds in solar panel fields and stuff as well. We haven't come across any power lines yet on this flight. I did say I wanted to look at the... I don't have much of a... Oh, we do have a map. There it is. Fuel, fuel, fuel. Where's the fuel? Where is the fuel? Can't find the fuel. That's not good that there's not a fuel gauge. Alright, well, hopefully you don't crash. They have the same, oh no, that church has a little bit different tower. The Autogen church is a little, a little repetitive, it looks like. Starting to think I might have been a little bit ambitious on what I want to do on this flight, time-wise. I think we'll get down to the Hague in Rotterdam, and then we'll start heading back up. We'll head through the Low Country. Like, I want to fly over Amsterdam, of course. Really cool to get over to Arnhem and Eindhoven and stuff. I guess we'll just have to do more VFR flights. We'll have to get them in there. Creeper Cure. Decided to be a grown-up and move all of my flights in... Decided to be a grown-up. That's exactly, I have all of my flight sim stuff on an 8 terabyte drive. And I got that 8 terabyte drive back when I was doing X-Plane. Because the X-Plane, I was downloading all the... Oh wow, look up there. Look right in front of us. Like 4 planes right there. I've never seen that many planes kind of right in one area like that. But in X-Plane, you're always downloading the scenery, downloading the photogrammetry and all that. Photogrammetry takes up a ton of space. And so, had to get that 8 terabyte drive, and I still haven't filled it up, even though I have all that X-Plane stuff still on it, and now I'm adding all the Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff, and raw video footage when I record a video. I don't record these streams separately, so if I was recording these streams, I'd probably be out of room already. Don't think I have multiplayer on. I know I have the AIG traffic on, but maybe I do have multiplayer on too right now. I'm not sure. I think I do. I left it on. I just don't have the name tags on. Those might be multiplayer. They might be doing like a group flight. That's why they're all kind of lumped together. Or they're just, the AI group traffic's doing very well. It is on a final approach. We're coming up on the Hague. Den Haag. Oh, you discovered you had Alpha India group traffic. Cool. Now, have you downloaded all? Had you downloaded all the liveries already, or a good chunk of liveries at least? Because that's the issue. I know you're the one who shared it with me that Alpha India group is having server issues, which is not a big deal if you already have the liveries, but if you are trying to add more, you're not going to be able to. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that, I was trying to do... I wanted to kind of monitor my thing. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that without... Because I don't want it to output as well. I guess you'd do monitor and output, but then it would... Actually, that might work. Here, let me try to do this. Let me know if you can hear, if you're getting an echo when I do this. I think because I don't have desktop audio on anymore, this actually would work. Monitor and output. Alright, are you getting an echo? I kind of want to just see how my voice is sounding. Good. Now I can hear, I get like this delayed. Yeah, they must be doing a group flight up there. So this is the Hag. That doesn't look like anything special. How's the voice level, Creepy Kirk? Are you hearing me pretty well, or am I cutting out? Hey, Cody! I didn't watch your... Turn off that monitor, I don't hear myself anymore. Nothing I can do about it anyway. My voice sounds the way it sounds. No, I haven't watched anything lately. I mean, I watched the other day. A couple days ago, I watched your American Truck Simulator one. It's good, a little thinner than usual. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the EQ. Or maybe it's because I cut some of the bass. I'll check it out at work. Once I get to work, Cody, I'll watch. I've been watching a ton, like in my downtime at work, I've been watching a ton of like tutorial videos on how to set up the camera and microphone, and obviously the tutorials are screwing things up more than helping sometimes. No, I think I believe I subscribed to him, so I didn't, I haven't watched the video yet. But I do see he's a rookie Schneider driver. Oh. And speaking of rookie drivers, we had a guy in last night. He was backing into one of the docks, and obviously if you're watching Bobby Reach, he's probably talked about this, how to slide your tandems, the two sets of wheels on the back of the trailer, to slide those all the way to the rear of the trailer, because while you're driving you can't have those all the way to the rear. You have to be weight violation and all that. But this guy, you know, had them set wherever he had them set, and he got backed in the dock. He's blocking up our whole area because he's in the way, taking forever. And he then goes to slide his tandems, and on his trailer, I believe he drove from Challenger, they have the air release system. Now, when I drove for Millis over the road, our trailers all had just a handle that you pulled. Now the air release ones are nice, they're not as physical, but they're a little bit, I think they're a little bit trickier actually to work with. And he actually released it and then could have backed up, but then I think he released all his brakes. And you can't release your trailer brakes because you want your trailer tires locked, and then when you pull the pin on the tandems, what that does is that those wheels they're locked because you have their trailer parking brake on, and then when you pull the tractor forward, your actual drive, you release that parking brake, pull your tractor forward. You're going to pull the trailer too on top of the wheels, because the wheels, they're connected to a slider kind of thing. But if you don't lock the those trailer wheels, well, they'll just come with you, because there's no reason for them to sit and to separate from the trailer. Really, he got fired today? Well, it depends on the company, and I'm guessing Schneider. I think Schneider has a social media, like they don't want you recording while driving. Well, so this guy was backing in, and he released the thing to make it. He released the pin, so that now the wheels and the trailer are separate, so you could slide them. But then he released the brakes for the tandems, and so then he pulled forward, and they just went with him, and he didn't do anything. He gets back out. Well, when you do that, the air system resets and locks the pin back again, because it assumes you're going off the drive. And you don't want those obviously sliding on the highway or when you come to a stop. And so then he comes over to us, and you know, thick African accent, Nigeria, you know, obviously an immigrant driver, and nothing against immigrant drivers. It's like they're doing what they got to do, but these companies don't teach these guys how to do anything. It's like, how did he get this far? He must have slid the tandems at some point to put the tandems in a proper position to drive. And he figured it out later, because after he got loaded and when he left, he was on the side of the road just outside of the brewery, sliding his tandems, because he forgot to do it when he was inside, where he should have done it. But it seems like he figured it out, but... Alright, so we're flying over Rotterdam. We're going to start heading... I said we're going to fly over Amsterdam. Here we are flying over everywhere but Amsterdam so far. So I think we're going to make our way back up to Amsterdam, kind of do a loop around Amsterdam, and then land at Schiphol. I kind of want to change my pilot model when we're doing these flights, not be so formal, but I don't know if Flight Simulator removed the I don't know if Flight Simulator removed the like menu for doing that, because I seem to remember you being able to see the models for the different pilots, and now it's like you're just kind of guessing. It's like pilot model 1, pilot model 2. It's like, well, which one? What is that? So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I probably am. I feel like the weather's dead. This doesn't seem like live weather, does it? I don't know. The haters emailed 200 emails to Schneider? Like people that don't like Bobby? That's weird. Well, yeah, that's a big thing. I honestly don't know why people who email companies about YouTube channels are very weird. But I mean, I don't know why it's a big deal that his channel's blowing up. It's like it's interesting. I get what the perspective is, you know, for his channel. It's like he's a rookie. I mean, I wish I had made more videos. I just never figured out how. I'm lazy. I'm lazy and I don't have a good camera and all that stuff. I did make some GoPro ones on my trips, but I just never knew how to edit them very well. Never had the time. But it definitely is a thing with a lot of these companies. And Schneider's a big company, and that's, frankly, there are far better companies out there. It is kind of. I always suggest, or I don't always suggest, but I'd say if you're going to, I wonder if these are where the flower fields are. No, like greenhouses. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not flying over the Netherlands when the flowers are in bloom. There's so many good companies out there that have good training. They're pretty decent about the social media thing. I'd have to look in my handbook for Millis. I think there was something about, like, I can't remember what it was about social media. I don't think there was anything saying you couldn't record. I never got in trouble for it. Granted, I wasn't blowing up, so no one was paying attention, so who cares? But I do know there's a number of other people at Millis that do make videos and post them all the time on the, like, literally on the Millis Facebook page, so not a big deal there. But as I was saying, just about the training, you know, so I saw he's a rookie. I'm just like, I hope he got decent training. Because I see so many silly things, so many basic things from drivers out here, and especially now as a spotter, and just dealing with lots and lots of trailers, lots of drivers coming in and out, just the kind of silly stuff you see them doing. You know, like yesterday, and I feel like this guy, it was an older guy. I don't know how much experience he has, but he was strapping up his beer, and when you get your beer, you get 2 pallets, kind of these 2 like kind of corner protector kind of things that Miller throws in there, along with the bulkheads and all that. And what you're supposed to do with those is you put those on the corner of the cases of beer, and then you put your straps. Well, he was insisting on putting his strap around the cases as tight as possible, and the reality is you don't need to do that, because all you're doing, he was having a hard time getting it into the hook area, because he had to reach and jam his hand behind the boxes because they had it packed in almost up to the walls. I'm just sitting there watching him do this. I'm like, why are you breaking your hand doing this? The beer's not going to slide. That stuff's not going to slide around unless you're coming down a hill and you hit the brakes really hard. And even then, they're not going to. They're going to slide forward, which, if they have the bulkheads in there, it's not going to do anything. And because I one time had a load actually shift, and it was a paper load, and it was because they didn't put down a rubber stuff under the paper rolls. And so when I stopped, I didn't stop that hard even. I was coming off Interstate 90 out in Erie, Pennsylvania. I came off the ramp. That's a little bit of a downhill ramp, but not that steep. It wasn't that hard of a stop, and just suddenly, boom, 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 right in, and I get out at the fuel stop, and I look, and now my whole weight has shifted. I'm now overweight on my tractor wheels, so now I have to like try to avoid weigh stations the rest of the way back to Wisconsin. And I get out and there's one paper roll still where it's supposed to be, because that one had a rubber thing under it. All the other ones, none of the other ones had rubber under it. And so there was extra space where those could go, and when I stopped, I guess, too hard, they slid and all congregated right at the front of the trailer. But you're not gonna have that. So he's strapping the straps. He's putting the straps. You know, you got the boxes are right next to the wall. He's trying to get that strap hook in there. He's never gonna get those straps out when he gets to his destination, because what's gonna happen is those boxes are gonna shift to the side a little bit, and they're just gonna be right on the wall, and he's not gonna be able to get that hook out. He's not gonna be able to move that pallet either. So I don't know how you don't have to do that, because the only reason stuff is gonna slide back is if you somehow hit the NOS on your truck. You gotta accelerate hard to have stuff go slide back. Stuff is gonna go forward more likely than it's gonna come back. So I don't even know why we have to strap stuff up usually. It doesn't really make sense in most cases. But they require it for you to get out of the place. So I usually just put the straps across. I put them on the nearest one in front of the boxes. I never try to put around. And the other problem if you put them around the corner is that you could damage the boxes. And when he was putting the strap in, he was putting it in right on the boxes. And then he pulled the little pallets and tried to move them in position. So he's probably gonna have some busted bottles of Miller on his destination. But it's not my job to teach everyone how to do their stuff. I'd like to. I just don't have the time. I have other things I have to be doing. Well, I hope he got good training. He should. I mean, these companies. I mean, Schneider's a okay company, I guess. But it's a. You get to a company, you get those bigger companies, and they kind of just churn them out. You know, if he got company-sponsored training at Schneider, he probably had 30 classmates and probably got a little bit of time behind the wheel, you know, during like the classroom portion. And then who knows how long he went out with a trainer. And that's the big thing, going out with another driver who has experience. Because some of these companies like CR England, I think you need, maybe 3. You used to. They've changed the laws. The government is, the DOT is slowly changing the rules on training, where it's like, okay, you need to have, I believe now you need to have 2 years experience to become a trainer. At Millis, we need to have 1. And if you got decent training when you started, after 1 year, you should be able to train someone else. But obviously, the more experienced person has, the better training they'll be able to give. Yeah, that's really frustrating too. I changed my mic settings, and now it seems to pick up background sounds even more. Weird. Is that the airport over there? No. What is over there? Oh no, that is Schiphol. Lufthaven. I'm looking on the map, on the flight tracker map, and that's Lufthaven Schiphol, which is airport. So there's where we're going to be going back, but we're going to actually go fly over Amsterdam a little bit. Yeah, so when I get home, I'll make sure to. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and listen to this stream and just kind of figure out my sound levels, because try to do the EQ and trying to find where I want it. I watched the video and they talked about, you know, cutting out some of the bass on those low frequencies. That might be what's making it sound thinner. I'm terrible at doing sound. I never figured it out. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We'll be flying a World Tour flight. We're doing the World Tour flight. What is it? Zagreb to. I don't want to say Baghdad, but it's not Baghdad. It's What's the capital of Serbia? What's the capital of Serbia? Not Baghdad, for sure. Belgrade. That's interesting. Lots of air traffic, all the planes coming in for their landings. Yeah, who's lurking in the chat? I don't know. Who is lurking in the chat? Airport. This is Amsterdam Arena. That looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot that. Now we got 2 lurkers. Yeah, I don't know why people don't want to talk. That's alright. Hey, Bryant. Bryant Kerwin, welcome to the stream. We're flying over Amsterdam now. We were flying. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more of what we did last flight with this, a little bit tour of the whole country. Of course, Luxembourg's a little bit smaller than the Netherlands. Also, started this stream a little bit late, so gonna do a little bit of flying around Amsterdam downtown now. Flying in the Flight Design CTSL. Not sure where. It's like the Amsterdam Science Park. Probably back kind of where those trees are. There's an interesting kind of building crossing the river. I wonder if that's supposed to just be a bridge or something. Sometimes the photogrammetry doesn't work perfectly. As you can see with a lot of these, a lot of cranes that are coming in kind of weird. These bridges don't always come in so great. And whatever that is growing in the water. There's something going on with photogrammetry. There's a central station. Central railway station. Yeah, the photogrammetry doesn't want to load in very Kind of loading in slow. I don't know. I don't know, Cody. I don't know where they are. Hopefully they'll be in tomorrow for the longer stream. Yeah, this is where pre-caching your scenery comes in handy, especially in these areas where there's a lot of more photogrammetry. United States, Europe, where it's not just kind of auto-gen. You see all this stuff is just coming in very slow. Even the ship is photogrammetry. Probably not. If I do anything in the morning when I get home, I'm going to be kind of adjusting the sound levels and stuff. Trying to work on some settings. Also work on getting some cool sound commands in. Hey, Gustin. Welcome in. If we're going to be... See, we'll probably fly around just a little bit more. Need to go land and eat some dinner. Yeah, not doing a morning stream right now. Maybe, like I said, because I've been getting up earlier in the afternoon to do these streams. But if a morning stream would be better... Okay, I just don't know how many people want to watch in the morning. Yep, I can see them. They should be popping up on the... Yeah, see, the only thing that sucks is that I don't think commands work on YouTube. I watched a video from Nutty about the whole reason why right now they don't have channel points. You know, they're working on bringing channel points and commands over to YouTube. It's because, like, the API and stuff. Whoa. I feel like that's multiplayer. Maybe I'll fly over here and see what this building is, but I believe that's the central station again. Well, you're gonna have to, like, get your Twitch working if you want to do some of the... Oh, okay, it does work. Some of them might work. Maybe they do, I don't know. You can set them up on Stream Elements. So, I figure they should be able to do something. Gustin's flying the 777-300. Uh-oh. What? Okay, well, that's nice. We just crashed. Simulator crash. Awesome. always a good way to end. Always a good way to end the stream is with a crash. Oh my goodness. Cody, will I be a truck driver? 8ball says, don't ask that. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That's kind of annoying. Alright, well, I was gonna head towards landing, and it would have been nice to land the flight. Alright, well, like I said, I'm gonna, probably no morning stream. I'm gonna, be working on, and hopefully this weekend be working on a bunch of stuff. Kinda add some cool things to the stream, hopefully. For situations like this, I need to add another scene where I can make my camera bigger. Yep, it actually I've been keeping warm. Like, I decided to start wearing some long johns. And then, obviously, as soon as I start wearing long johns, now it's 40, 45 degrees out, and, no need. Yep, I don't know what it is. Don't know why. Don't know why I did that. Kind of annoying. I don't even think I have any... any things like that. Alright, well, so Creepy, you're saying the sound... How is my, voice level compared to, like, all the other sounds? Is it too low? Do I need to give it a little boost? Or turn down the flight and everything else? And you're saying it sounds a little thin. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep playing with that. I have a really good microphone. I always have a... Okay, background music be a little bit lower. Alright, I'll take a listen to the stream and figure out where it is. Yeah, I got a really good microphone, but getting the EQ just right for the room and for my voice has always been an issue, and I can never figure out where to go with it. Yeah, but speaking of commands, I'm going to be setting up, at some point, probably tomorrow night, working on some... I've got a whole list of things I want to do, but probably work with, setting up, like different sound effect commands. So I'll be adding a bunch of myself, but then, at least over on Twitch, I don't know what we can do on YouTube at this point, but setting up, you guys can request, at a certain point you can request a sound effect and add that in, and then you can use it. So, but I got a few. I already have a bunch in mind that I want to add just for fun that you guys can use, and just working on little different things like that. All right, so I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We'll be doing the world tour flight. We'll be in the A320, and hopefully it doesn't crash on us as we're flying up to Belgrade. Alright, so until next time, take care, happy flying!